All right, this is February, and we are starting at the Killarney Station on the West Orange Trail, which is the old Orange Beltway. It can be quite busy and quite delightful. So we're going to take on a little ride today. We're going to head up towards the Winter Garden and then on past there for a while. So approximately 15 miles up and 15 miles back. This is the Killarney Station. It used to be a railroad station for the Beltway, and this used to be a little town. There's full facilities here at the Killarney Station, along with grills, tables, bike rental, and more. Food. We're coming up on the Oakland Preserve. This is a beautiful area. So this is the Oakland Nature Preserve. We're at 1.2 miles, so basically a mile and a quarter from Killarney Station. You come across this. Bike racks, water fountain, benches. So here we are, we're at the Oakland Preserve, right off the trail. So people come in here and they park their bikes, and then they see that you could walk through here. You can't bring your bike and you can't bring your dog, so they walk through this really nice area. It's got a bunch of nice nature trails. You see the trash cans there. If you're on the trail and you want to see something really special, I'm going to show you a little secret about this place. All right, so we're going to go around back, and I'm going to show you where the boardwalk is and the log cabin and the museum, which is very nice. On the left here, these are all really nice nature trails with signage and explanations and turtles, beautiful birds. There's a sign right here, Oakland Preserve. I'm going to turn right down here on Machete Trail. And this is basically, we're on the other side of that area I talked about earlier. So you can see the fish camp cabin. A wildlife sign. All right, well here we are. So this is an amazing little something to do. It's a boardwalk that takes you out to Lake Apopka over the tops of the swamp with information on the way. It's really great. We're not going to do this whole walk today. We're just going to take you down here so you can see how nice it is. All right, so I kind of showed you around here. I'm going to take you over to the museum, and then we're going to roll. So if you want to learn anything about this area, this is a great information system. So just take your bike right around back, check it out. So it'd be easy to spend at least an hour here, if not longer, once you go out on the boardwalk, see all the stuff. At the end of the boardwalk is a beautiful little covered deck. I don't know if they're still there, but there are 2 Adirondack chairs and a bunch of benches and some information about the lake. So it's really nice. All right, well, we're getting back on the bikes and heading towards Winter Garden. About 2 miles from Killarney. So we're at the Art Centers in Oakland here, downtown Oakland. Got a hot dog vendor, and those hot dogs are great. With that hat on. So that's 35 miles to Sanford. It's a 108 marker. All right, we're coming up on a eagle's nest. We're lucky. They'll be hanging out. Oh, I can see him already. Oh yeah, got stuff going on here. All right, cool. There's a chick, at least one chick in there. I've been told only one. So let us take a look.
Big.
Oh yeah, that baby's gonna be flying soon enough. That eagle's nest is about 3 miles from Killarney. Was it Spanish? All right, we're coming up on the Oakland Alligator. Right here. Old, I guess an oak tree. Somebody's cut it down and then they carved these alligators into the roots. The next thing we're going to run into now is the butterfly garden. Just before the butterfly garden is the last vestige of the old railroad. If you look over here on the ground, I guess the only reason they haven't brought it up is because the trees have grown into it. You can see right there is an old railroad. Yeah, traffic here is something to be considerate of. They do a lot of business. Over here on the right, Plant Street Market. Crooked Can breweries there, along with lots of delicious places. Candies, butcher, pizzas, name it. But we're gonna keep rolling. We're gonna go get our bagel at the New York Deli, and then we're gonna roll on. So this is the old railroad line. Just go right through the middle of town. At night is especially beautiful with all the lights. And as you can hear, they have music piped in. Centennial Plaza, Winter Garden, the found. She used to have 2 railroad stations here. Both of them are still here. This is the Edgewater, the old hotel. And inside there is an old barber shop and a place called Scoops, which is an old ice cream parlor that's fantastic and usually very busy. But because it's a weekday, it's not too bad. All right, the other side of Winter Garden, going by the old church. Old giant church. First Baptist Church. Caution, playground ahead. There's the Winter Garden Station. Alright, coming up on the Lula Trail. Don't get confused. Chapman Station. Very nicely appointed. And I believe this is the last station until we get to Apopka, which is so here we are at Chapin Station. We're 7.2 miles from Killarney. And we're getting ready to go up to Apopka. So this is one of the last of the beautiful stops so far until we get to Apopka. So it's very nice. Well, we're getting ready to head on out from here, and we'll be back on the trail. All right, bye. This is one of the street crossings on the way. This one provides you with the buttons, which is good because some of these trails are very, very busy. This is the Akoipopka Road. On the left, they have a little horse trail running along the side of the orange trail here. We're getting ready to pass underneath the Clare Arconia Ocoee Road. Now we just passed a bunch of apartments on the right and left, and now we're coming into a wooded area, then a golf course, and that's going to go on for about 3 miles. There's the monkey ear tree. Now here is the Ingram Outpost. It doesn't have any facilities. We're at the Ingram Outpost. It's 11.8 miles according to this map from the beginning of the trail. And this next section is a little less scenic, but it's going to get prettier soon. All right, we're at about 12 miles. And we're coming up on this retention pond / lake. It's actually a great place to do some birding and just take a break from the trail. I'm going to do one of these and I'm going to take some pictures. And also, we just noticed this. This is what they call a gopher turtle. This is his home. You can tell he's dug it all out. It's nice and clean, so he's definitely somewhere around here if he's not in there. But as you see these on the trail, if you take a look, you'll find that a lot of them will be occupied by a turtle. So kind of fun if you haven't seen one. Something to look for, and be careful not to step in them. There's the horse trail again. A little bit more than 12.5 miles in from Killarney. The West Orange Apopka Vinland Outpost. So you got a porta potty, playground, some picnic benches, a playground, and there's the bathrooms. Well, we're about 13 miles down the trail, and we're getting ready to parallel the Apopka Vinland Road here, which is what is going right by us here. We got a trail here, so we're going to follow that for a little while. All right, on the trail. So we're back on the West Orange Trail. All right, this is a tricky one, so don't get confused. You want to turn right here, downtown Apopka. About 14 miles in. On the trail, coming into Apopka on the outskirts. So now we've traveled through this beautiful woods, past a few nice houses, and we're starting to come into the southern end of Apopka. So now we're paralleling Carcona Road. And the least scenic so far. 14.5 miles from $16 miles from Killarney. It's really pretty. Okay, now we're coming into Apopka. We are at 17.25 miles. coming up on the Apopka Outpost, which is the last, or not outpost, this is the Apopka Station. It's the last station on the West Orange right now that I know of. You'll find these all along the trail. They're markers, so in case you have a problem on the trail and you need assistance, you call 911 and it'll tell you where you're at. So now we're heading out past the station. We're at about 17 3/4 miles from Killarney. All right. 17.1 miles. We're at 18.9.
The trail continues another 3 miles to Welch Road, but it follows along a busy street and is not very scenic, so this is usually where we'll turn around at. I look forward to seeing you on the next adventure. This is Bill's Adventures. See you again.